Mississippi beekeepers are preparing for winter after high colony losses last season.
Kristen Kaler from the Roy Howard Community Journalism Center has more on how keepers are adapting for the first freeze.
As the autumn bloom fades and bees prepare for the first cold snap, Stephen Coy of Coy Bee Company is still reckoning with last winter, when 62% of his roughly 2,000 colonies died.
There wasn't enough colonies to make enough honey. I made about half of what I normally make.
His losses follow what other commercial beekeepers are facing nationwide. Jeffrey Harris with the Mississippi State University Extension Service says the higher numbers last winter were primarily driven by a honeybee parasite called the varroa mite and the viruses they spread. These weaken bee colonies, decreasing the likelihood they'll weather the winter chill. Harris said the parasite has developed resistance to amitraz, a popular insecticide. Many keepers believed infestations were under control until it was too late.
They went into the winter with higher mite loads than they thought they had, and their bees were lost.
In a typical spring, keepers replace losses by splitting healthy colonies and sell extra bees as starter colonies. But Coy says the heavy losses last year left fewer bees to rebuild with, fewer to sell, and less honey to harvest in the summer. Harris recommends moving toward insecticides called organic acids. That's advice Ed Hafer, president of the Pine Belt Beekeepers Association, is taking this year. He says community beekeepers are comparing notes to keep local honey flowing, now that amitraz is off the table.
We're just trying to see what works. We're all in a process of discovery here.
Association member Greg Dunn was an early adopter of the organic acids. He often inspects the health of his backyard bees over his morning coffee. But Dunn says larger producers, like Coy, don't have that luxury.
I'll make sure the queen's healthy and see what's going on. The big beekeepers can't do that.
Coy has already switched from amitraz and is checking mite counts, hoping to avoid another season like the last.
If I lose 60% again, I probably would have to just find somebody to buy what's left.